Think about the textiles around you. You're probably touching them as you're watching this video, on your chair and workstation. Did you know that the textile industry is one of the largest industries in the world and therefore has a significant impact on the environment? Consider that in the broader context of how the textiles are produced and the effect that they have on the world around us. To do that, you need to consider the total life cycle, from raw material sourcing, production, use, and eventual disposal. At Instyle, we set out to develop a benchmark sustainable textile which addressed the whole life cycle. When we started looking into sustainable textiles in 2002, the only textile that was labelled as an eco-textile was recycled polyester, which is a derivative of the petrochemical industry, also known as PET. Recycled PET only addressed one stage of the life cycle, and that was raw materials, in the use of either manufacturing waste or recycled plastic bottles. However, recycled PET textiles have severe shortcomings across the other life cycle stages. They contain hazardous substances such as antimony, chromium, benzene and arsenic. They are more likely to emit volatile organic compounds, or VOCs, in the indoor environment. And finally, PET textiles are not biodegradable, and there are currently no recycling facilities. Therefore, the textiles will end up in landfill for thousands of years. All fibres can have a negative impact on the environment, but our research shows that wool, if carefully sourced and manufactured to strict criteria, can address the total life cycle. So in 2002, we partnered with the Woolmark company to develop a protocol for a truly sustainable textile called Life Textiles. LIFE is an acronym for Low Impact for the Environment. Life Textiles begins with the sourcing of natural, sustainable fibres, such as ethico or organic wool. These fibres are sourced from either Australia or New Zealand. Ethico wool addresses both ethical and environmental considerations, including animal welfare, human health, and care for the environment. Wool is a rapidly renewable resource. It grows naturally, year after year. Ethico wool is sourced from farms who provide adequate food, water, shelter for their animals and allow them to roam freely. They have also ceased mulesing. These farms work holistically with the natural cycles of the environment, rather than trying to manipulate and control it. By reducing or eliminating the use of fertilisers, herbicides and pesticides, the native grasses are encouraged to prosper, improving the health and fertility of the soil and the water catchment areas. This also leads to improved health for the growers, their families, workers and animals, due to the reduced exposure to harmful chemicals. Many of these farms are managed through rotational and cell grazing systems. In the cell grazing system, large flocks of sheep are moved around numerous small paddocks. The sheep usually graze and naturally fertilise each paddock for a couple of days and then are moved on. Then the paddocks are left to rest and rejuvenate for a couple of months before the sheep return and the natural process is repeated. The manufacturer can also have a significant impact on the environment by the amount of energy, water and chemicals used in the production of the fabric. Wool naturally possesses many of the performance qualities required in a contract textile, such as flame retardancy, soil resistance and appearance retention, which means reduced chemical use and fewer production steps. Life Textiles are produced by energy and water efficient manufacturers located in Australia and New Zealand. We ensure that all the manufacturers, from fibre processor up until fabric manufacturer in the supply chain, follows the strict environmental criteria outlined in our Life Textiles specification. The Life Textiles specification builds upon the best available technologies as recommended by the Environmental Protection Agency in the US and the European Union Eco-Label. Another unique quality of wool is it's one of the few fibres that can absorb VOCs and not re-emit them, thereby improving the indoor air quality. Life Textiles has been tested to both Green Star and LEED emission requirements and are certified as zero or low VOC. Life Textiles are both long-lasting and durable. They meet the performance criteria of the CTA and ACT and will still retain their attractive appearance many years into the future. Wool remains a valuable fibre even at the end of its useful life, and it's one of the only interior textile fibres that companies will accept for recycling. Through our Revive program, Instyle can organise the recycling of uncontaminated used Life Textiles products into new products such as removal blankets, carpet underlays and acoustic felts. Life Textiles are also biodegradable. All Life Textiles products can be used in Green Stars and LEED's green building projects. Through the development of Life Textiles, we have been able to provide a practical solution to the environmental issues facing our industry. Please visit our website to view the latest Life Textiles designs, our benchmark sustainable textile collection.